Hello everyone, my name is jakepeter, and today we're going to be playing Fire Emblem Heroes. That's right, the new mobile game from Nintendo. So, the way we're going to start off with this game is we're just going to go through the prologue. And here's part 1, Prince with Golden Wings. Ooh, I've actually been looking forward to this. Commander Anna, you're all right. Wait, who is this with you? Could it be? It is! Prince Alphonse, the legend is true. Iris, Bibliblick, and jakepeter arrived. Our grand hero is here and he can use stuff, and as for Bibliblick shoots, we're saying this way too fast and we're clicking for ourselves, everyone. The true jakepeter hero is here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sorry to ask this of you so soon after we've met, but I have a need of you. Order is devoted to fighting the Fire Emblem Empire, and we are trying to make this new world not being taken over. We need to make the world of mystery ours. Spotted someone odd with soldiers, blah 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 blah. Pause the video if you want to read these. I don't know why I was so fast on this. The way I do mobile videos is I record and then I dub over it later because it doesn't sound too good from my phone's point of view. Keep the weapon triangle in mind, jakepeter. You can see the weapon triangle on the bottom right. They're kind of giving it to us right there. So we're going to have different kinds of characters. I'm moving my thing around so that it's not in the way, and then I realize it is. But we have our archer right there, which has to attack 2 squares away. And we can attack something that's in a red square, but we can only move upwards to a blue square. So we have to make sure that we're not too far apart. And if you've ever played the original Fire Emblem games, this game plays a lot like those games right there. So you get experience the more you attack, which is actually really nice, because I enjoy doing all of those things. But one thing we will learn is that if your speed is actually 5 higher than the other person you're attacking, you'll get to attack a second time in that same round. And so you can actually click on the players and see what their speed are. Even the enemies, you can click on them. Just a light little tap and you'll see what their speed is. You'll know ahead of time what's going to be able to happen from there. Something I did not do before this is actually to level up my castle.
Yes.
So you get some orbs from doing stuff, whether it be completing missions for the first time or getting a login bonus of some sort, especially if you're doing it on the weekend it's first coming out. They're giving a handful of orbs away, but you can pay for orbs. That is a thing you can do, so maybe do those. You can end your turn preemptively too, if you just physically cannot have someone on the right side of the map to get you where you want to go to. Now, archers are alright, but I don't know if they're actually that good as of right now, until maybe they get higher level. But what I was trying to say is, you want to use orbs to level up your barracks, or your castle, or whatever, because you can get more experience for doing the same exact things you were doing. It's a 20% boost each time, so that was something I had to find out towards the end of actually doing the prologue in Chapter 1 and all this stuff. The person in question's like, "What? Who are you, stranger? Alphonse, this must be the masked man you were talking about. You tell us you're a soldier in the Emblem Empire, so then you stand on the side of you. The Empire shouldn't be entering the world of heroes, let alone conquering them. Oh really, and I suppose you want us to close the gateways too. Humph, in your dreams. How dare you? Where are you going? Get back here and answer for yourself." Ah, he's gone. Those gateways he mentioned, they contact our world to all those who heroes live. The royalty of the Ascuran kingdom, like Alphonse, and the royalty of the Emblean Empire are able to do blah blah. Long ago, our two families worked in harmony to open and close these gates to the worlds. But then Emblean began using its power. The Empire began invading those worlds. I need to give myself more time. Man, I speak a lot quicker in my head than I did when I was making these things, so... Oh well. If you really want the story, I guess you can play the game yourself. It is free to play, so you can download it on your Android or iOS devices and have a good plenty of time on doing all those. Past the prologue, I believe each chapter that they have includes 5 parts. It does take this sort of energy system to get through and do all those parts, so if you've ever played mobile games before that take energy to be able to do things, that's kind of what it does. Are you the great hero? Our group has hoped for you to come in over here and do the thing that you need to do. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty swell. It's amazing, Right Hero. I'm your #1 fan. Oh, nice. We have a fan already, everyone. Serena. Sharna, however we say her name. You can correct me in the comment section below, everyone, if you wanna know that I know how to actually say it now. That'd be cool. So swoops through the skies. Oh yeah, we're gonna swoop through the skies. Red flyer from Mystery. Sounds like something. The battle will be tough. We should bring a hero who's an archer or something. The nice thing about archers, though, is that you can actually place them behind players that are more physically bulky and still get a little bit of an attack off than you were in the past. So that's nice. Princess Minerva, please hear me out. My name is Prince Alphonse of the very kingdom you plan to attack. I beg you, put down your weapons. If asked or have no desire to battle your noble heroes. I'm under contract to obey Princess Veronica. There's only one way to release me. Prove you are stronger. Must we resolve this with the battle, Princess Minerva? Prince Alphonse, she has named her terms. We must fight. And win! Everyone, prepare for battle! You can destroy some walls. Oh, snap. We can destroy walls, everyone. We're the mighty powerful. We're the mighty powerful! Wow, it takes 2 hits for most of these walls. We might be able to get some stuff that helps out later. Just trying to figure out where to position our players. Now, we did not lose throughout the entire prologue. Spoilers, I know. And then Chapter 1 is actually pretty easy. Although, if I remember correctly, we did Chapter 1 with heroes that we ended up buying with orbs. And we actually got pretty lucky, so you'll have to check back in on the next video or so when we show off the lovely buying heroes with orbs. That was fun. We'll definitely be making a tips and tricks video for this game, so if you want to learn more after seeing what this game is all about, definitely feel free to come back and watch that. Let's see here. Yeah, so you can see kind of in the top that their attack is down because they're using a weapon that's weak against mine. And then they have a healer, which is actually a little more pain in the butt than I had originally intended. Yeah, we moved our other heroes so that we can do this. That's kind of cool. And you might be wondering, what are those extra options up there in the top? Like, you can see the first one. That means that person can actually physically attack. That's with the swords. Then the shield is more of a thing to make your rest of your people good. So that rally attack, we could actually give someone else a boost in attack that turn. And then that purple one is our special attack, which can only be used every so many turns. And for healers, it's a burst heal, like a lot bigger of a heal than normal. For other players, it's a really strong attack. So you just have to, be able to learn those too. And that takes skill points or SP. When we level up, you can see that we kind of earn SP at the very bottom. That's what that is. There we go. We'll see it right here with this level up. Our level goes up, and then we gained 4 skill points. A lot of the skill points actually take a lot of stuff to be able to battle all these things. And I was like, oh yeah, we're at a corner, we can actually attack. Because a corner counts as 2 spaces, for all intents and purposes. Yeah, and there are other things you can do to earn skill points, like if you buy a bunch of heroes with the gems, then you can end up actually making use of them all with getting rid of some, because you're not going to be using all of the heroes that you get with that. And then I was like, you know what, I want to give the archer a little bit of extra experience, because why not? When you have a healer, though, make sure that you heal your players with the healer, because you want to give them experience. You do get these experience shards that allow you to level up lower level players on your team for the pure fact of needing extra skill points from that. But that's not something I like having to do, because it's a little more useful getting up there, because once you get to level 20, then, like the other Fire Emblem games, you get to make your hero level up into an even better form of themselves. So in this game, we have 1 through 5-star characters, and then there's 5-star focus. I'm not sure if we can actually level all the way up to a 5-star focus character with a regular character, but we can level them up in a nice little way. Now here's the third and final part of this prologue, and it's fun. Veronica. Scurry, scurry, little heroes, steal from me, spread destruction, kill all those who stand in your way. This kingdom must fall. Once it's gone, no one will oppose me. Every hero in every world, they'll all be mine, every last one. We won't allow it, Princess Veronica. I'll personally never forget this violation of my kingdom. Oh, it's you. And after I went through all of that trouble to arrange your playdates. Now who are you, stranger? You have that silly relic, but then you must be the summoner. No matter, simply means that you must be the first one to die. Oh, Xander. You wish this one slain, Princess Veronica, as you wish. No, she has Xander, one of the most powerful heroes from the world of conquest. Don't worry, we'll protect you. Get ready, everyone. Let's show this rotten princess what the Order of Heroes is all about. Now, this is a bit of an awkward map, and when we played this, don't follow my actions. I put the archer out front, and you can't actually break those walls. I learned that. So you can only break walls that look broken in the first place. Because I didn't want them coming near me, and I was like, well, shoots, they didn't move. Use units assist skill, move that unit onto another. So this is where we learn to use Rally Up, and Rally Up only works in that little bit of time. I didn't realize what they were talking about at first. I was like, who has a support skill? And then I learned. But it only works that turn, so it's not like it's a permanent boost. That's why I threw the archer up, because I was like, oh yeah, he has an attack up. But remember, you can only attack the same enemy if they attack you. So, like, my archer will fight back because they are also an archer, and they have that range of 2. But that's not the case when someone comes up to you. It's kind of funny. You think you can shoot someone with a bow up close. You'd have the best sort of deal going on, but nope. And I'm sure what just happened there was a pull. Because we can have abilities where we push our characters, and I think she had an ability where she could pull the character back. So that was what was going on there. So the redhead, Anna, she is actually very powerful, I've found. And she's a really good, just all-around hero to have on our team. And so I didn't want to have her be too far forward, getting so much more experience than everyone else, but as I said, we can level up other people with these experience orbs. Yeah, this is a very tight battle overall. It's very close. They'll give you some ranges on what your hero should be for these battle modes, and it's just crazy, because sometimes it's too much. Now, if we were to have the bow guy behind us, we would be able to attack with the bow person and the other person, so we kind of just move them out of the way for now. Probably could have moved the one character in the bottom left one, and moved the arrow person down one next turn immediately. So that would have given us a little bit of an extra attack to go off of. Yeah, because our bow person is pretty down there. He's going to die if we don't do anything about it. So we kind of just completely pull him out of battle at this point, because we just couldn't deal with it. As I said, hindsight's 20/20, right? We could have done a few extra things to make our character last a little better, but
let's go.
Oh well. Did we choose to rally up here? I forget. We're just really trying to figure out our battle plan at this exact moment, and we decided to just straight up attack with her. That's fine. So if you hold your character over the other character, you'll get a little bit of a sequence on how much damage will actually be dealt to you and to the enemy. As you see, we'll get a 7 attack here, which makes me cry, because we probably could have done a little bit better. Yeah, and then there's nothing else we can do because of all the close combat range. And then the 1 health minion gets healed. We were like, oh my gosh, the healer. Why you do this to me? And then Anna's actually getting down there. What's cool though with this game, as opposed to the other Fire Emblem games, is that if a character dies, you don't actually lose. Now, if the win condition is that no character can die, then yeah, you're going to lose. But you actually get all the characters back at the end of the map, which if you didn't, oh, that would be too much. I just would not be able to handle that. There'd be so much death comparison to how many times you can get characters. I mean, like, I enjoy Iron Man runs in the original, but this is just too much. So we can't actually have her go up and attack, but we're at 7 HP, so we didn't really want to deal with it, because I didn't know if they were going to kill me or not. If both of them attacked her, then they both probably would have taken her down, but then we realized the other person was a healer and actually has no attack. Healers can get attacks. They're going to be typically a bit weaker than the rest of the other players, but what are you going to do about it? When they're mainly healing, you're going to want your healers to heal all the time. And having a healer on your team is actually really nice, as you can see all these things. Oh, and here's Alphonse's special attack. We got the Daylight. It's a bit of an extra powerful attack. And Virion's actually doing work here in the back lines, now that we actually had him back there. It's good. It's too good, everyone. And then she is way faster, and just going to take that healer out. Healer has almost no defenses, though, so that was probably why we dealt that much more attack. As you can see, our attack is 13 right there. And we attack twice if we need to, because our speed, again, is higher by 5. You can't get 3 attacks, you can only do up to 2 attacks. But the fact that you'd be 5 levels higher in speed, kind of slow at some points. Leave us alone, the Fool's Princess is retreating with our heroes. The battle's won, but this didn't solve a thing. The Empire will invade us again soon. Stubborn girl, why can't we just talk through this? Honestly, that Veronica needs to grow up already. What's her sense of diplomacy? Sharina, don't you let your emotions get the best of you. Not on duty. I expect you to keep this level head of yours. Serve in this order. Hostility is not the way. Sure, I mean, of course, Commander Anna. I'm sorry that you've been thrown into this brutal war with us. But I'm glad you're here, an official member of the Order of Heroes. Oh snap, we got our orbs for beating it for the first time. But, if this is your first time here, definitely feel free to subscribe if you want to see more Fire Emblem Heroes content, as well as any other content we make. And until next time, everyone, peace.